thought it was funny that Kenny brought up a story about seeing Terence in an alleyway. Did you hear of that? Did you know of that?
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, Terrence got into it with some of the guys on the team, and
How long ago was that?
I think they were like 16 then. So that was
Him as a 16-year-old?
Yeah, it was him as a 16-year-old. So 16, I think he's 16 or 17. So Terrence got into it with somebody on the team, and they was trying to kick him off the team or kick him out the facility or something. Then the coach called me and said we're gonna send him home, and it was just a big misunderstanding. But Terrence stood up for what he believed in.
Just the shortest version I can give you. Terrence was a hothead outside of the ring, so he used to get in trouble with other fighters. I mean, he would, if you bumped into Terrence, you didn't say excuse me, you were just joking around with Terrence, he'd come after you, and we'd have to break Terrence up from situations like that. So he spoke about being in Venezuela.
A little bit more than that, though. It wasn't just bumping, a little bit more than that.
Okay, well, whatever.
But he was a high.
Whatever it was, he carries that into the ring, and a lot of times he had it outside. So we're in Venezuela. We look up in the stands, and there's a fight going on. The problem I have with it as a coach is it's an American fighting an American, and it's Terrence, So we had those situations with him where we'd have to reprimand and say, hey, man, stop doing this or that, and he would come right back at you. And it was one of those times at a national tournament I had to say some things to him, not anything disrespectful, just to stop him from doing whatever he was doing, and he was ready to fight me. Of course, nothing happened at that point. Later that night, the tournament was at a college, and so walking through the dorm area, it was very dark. It wasn't lit at all. It was very dark, and it was almost like an alley. And I just happened to see him. He saw me, and we came right face to face. And I'm looking at this guy with both his fists balled up like this, standing in front of me. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, you ain't gonna move? And I look at him, I said, what's up? And he says to me, what's up? And then I thought to myself, I was like, nah, let this go, kid. Just let this go, And we both turned. We didn't just walk away from him. We both turned and watched each other, and then we walked away, And that's why he's laughing. But for me, that showed me who he is in and out of that ring. So again, when the question was, do you prepare differently? Yeah, you definitely have to do other things that you've never done before. You know what I mean? And his mentality, real quick, but his mentality of fighting every second of every round is what we have to do. We have to, we have to do that.